In this video, I'm gonna give you an express guide, a no BS guide, an overview of what you need and what you don't need to get your cleaning business off the ground as fast as possible without the garbage. I don't want you wasting time, money, or energy. So this video is going to be that guide for you. But before we dive in, my name is MikeMak, and if you're new around here, my wife and I over the last 10 years have owned two wildly successful cleaning companies in two separate states. Now it's our mission to help good people like you build your own automated cleaning business the high ticket way. So this video is all about getting started. This is a bit of a video series where I'm laying out the step-by-step for you getting this thing off of the ground, like I said, the high ticket way. And to do things the high ticket way, you're gonna be doing things differently. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, if we wanna build that successful automated cleaning business, we just can't be out there spinning our wheels and messing things up. So before we get into the things that we need, I wanna start this video by talking about the things you are not gonna need to get this business where you want it. This is also gonna be helpful for you because it's going to eliminate a lot of distractions. All right, so the first thing I would say right off the top that people tend to think you need, but you way don't, is an office. You don't need an office. For years, my wife and I just worked out of our living space. We dedicated a certain area. At the time, it was a small apartment. We dedicated a wall, and that was our office. Both Jess and myself were just facing the wall, and that was it. That was all we really needed. You don't need an office. Keep in mind, this is an automated cleaning business. If down the road you'd like to get an office, that's fine. We did eventually, but again, like I said, you don't need an office. All right, the next thing is trucks. You don't need any trucks, okay? The reason why you don't need trucks for this type of business is because you're gonna hire cleaners who have their own automobile. It's very important that they do. And when it comes to the equipment itself, they're not gonna be lugging equipment either. Why? Because high ticket offices have dedicated closet space for this equipment. So there's no taking equipment out, bringing equipment back. No. It all is gonna rest peacefully in the closet, so it's never a burden for you or your team. The next thing is expensive equipment. You don't need expensive equipment like $1,000 machines for cleaning the floors or cleaning carpets. You don't need any of that. When you're getting started, a few $100 is plenty. And then you definitely want to upgrade to I would say the most expensive thing you'll need for just general cleaning is like a $300 vacuum for your backpacks. It's gonna be much more suction, it's much more pro. But again, if you don't have that in the beginning, start with like a $70 vacuum on Amazon, okay? But in the beginning, it's just important about having the necessary equipment, and then you can upgrade everything down the road. But again, I just want to put your mind at ease that you don't need to sink several $1,000s into all of these machines that you're probably not going to use anyway. This is general cleaning, and this is a simple business, so we're gonna keep it simple. The next thing you won't need kind of feeds from that one, and it's special skills. You may be thinking, I don't know how to strip and wax floors. I don't know how to do professional carpet shampooing. I don't even know how to clean glass like a pro. I mean, I can clean little bits of glass, but not big panes of glass. What do I do? You're a general cleaning business owner. You don't need to know how to do any of that stuff. You don't need to offer any of that stuff. If down the road you would like to offer that stuff, then you can look for specific employees who have those specific skills and then give them those jobs while working for you. It's as simple as that. So if you have no special skills, rest assured, it's not required for this game. And the last piece of things that you just way don't need is experience. I keep saying this over and over again because I really want to drive this point home. This is a simple, general office cleaning space. The reason why you don't need experience is because just think about the service your company is offering. It's just general cleaning, right? So what does that entail for an office? Well, do you see this little desk right here? Just taking a cloth, putting a little mist over it or misting the cloth and just wiping the desk. You could do that, right? Or can you teach someone how to do that? Yeah. Okay, the same thing is true with emptying trash bins and emptying recycling and wiping the printer and dusting the vents and vacuuming the floors. I mean, all of these things most of us have been doing for a really long time, and whether we knew it or not, we were really helping ourselves one day develop the skills necessary to build such a successful business. Now, let's get into the things you will need to get this thing off the ground. Super lean list, and we're starting right now. All right, the first set of things you'll need is kind of the legal setup. What is your company name? How are you gonna set it up legally? S Corp, LLC, or maybe something else, look into that, doing things that way. Then once you're all set up, get your EIN, get a bank account open. And when it comes to the cleaning business itself, what will you need? Do you need special permits and licenses? No. I've coached hundreds of entrepreneurs get their cleaning business from scratch to 6 figures and beyond. And you know what? No one has ever come to me and said, no, you know, where I am, I need something really special. I need this special certificate. No, you don't need any of that. What you will need is insurance. That's pretty standard no matter where you go. But the cool thing is you're not gonna need that until you're already landed a client. So not only is it inexpensive, but it's something that you're not even gonna need to pay for until you get a check from your potential client in the first place. So, woohoo, we can kick the can down the road there. Okay, the next piece of it is just your basic equipment. Now, this stuff, for the most part, you can get it all on Amazon. So the equipment you're gonna need right out of the gate is get a good mop bucket. I mean, if you're on a budget, you can get something a little cheaper, but you know, like a $50 mop bucket from Rubbermaid, those will probably be closer to $100. Get a nice mop stick and get a mop head, get a few mop heads, that would be pretty cool. I'm a microfiber guy myself, get as much microfiber as you can. I would just get general microfiber cloths, I would get microfiber dusters. I mean, I have a video on my channel where I give you like a starter list of like under $300, and I do it all on Amazon, so it's pretty cool. Besides that, the next piece is the powerhouse piece. It's your vacuum. Okay, now I am a big pro team guy. I mean, for the last decade of owning my cleaning businesses, all I've used is protein vacuums. But even the decade before that, when I was working for other cleaning companies, I used protein mainly. I also had some vacuums I wasn't crazy about, like I think it's Tornado and like Bissell. I'm just not crazy about those vacuums. The only non-protein vacuum that I really like a lot is the Shark. It's a little bit of an upright, but it is very versatile depending on the actual one you get. But all of these things can be purchased on Amazon super easily. Now, one other thing, before you go out and start spending all this money on equipment, not that it's a ton, but it's still, you don't need to do this right out of the gate. What you can do is spend all of your time, energy, and focus on getting your business set up and then acquiring a contract. Once you get your first contract, they're gonna pay you up front. And then, and only then, take that check and then go right to Amazon and then get the equipment you needed. Super simple doing it that way. Now, the last thing you're gonna need here is a USP. This is very important. You can't do much with a business if you don't have a USP. Believe it or not, millions of businesses out there just try to do it without a USP, and that is why the failure rate for new business is so very high. You have to have a unique selling proposition. What makes you different? What makes you unique? What's gonna make people say, no, that is the company I wanna work with. I don't wanna work with anybody else because everyone else is exactly the same. Now you're probably thinking, that sounds amazing. Yes, I want that. How do I do that? Well, you are in luck, my friends, because in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. Just click right there, and I'll see you on the next one.